Happy Transfer Tuesday, everybody. I'm excited for this week because even though it was not a pay week for me, I'm still able to move a little bit of money around, which is the point of Transfer Tuesdays. Being consistent with making positive money moves towards a better financial future every single week has been one of the habits that has helped me pay off 6 figures of debt over the last 5 years, and I have really gotten it to be a habit now. So it is something I do every single week without fail. So I'm just here sharing it for you guys, showing that I'm putting in the work and hoping that it inspires you to do the same for your financial future. That being said, I do have a couple updates for today. So I'll start with the first one from the other day at the end of last week, maybe middle of last week. I forgot to write down the date, but I got a Venmo notification that Amy sent me $15 in Venmo. Thank you so much, Amy. That was so nice of you. You guys know any direct support I get from you guys, from either Venmo or the Super Thanks option, I take that money and I move it immediately to my emergency fund, or in the case of with Super Thanks, I have to wait until I get paid out from YouTube, but I will match it with my own money and move that right to my emergency fund. So $15 from Amy, and I'm going to round up because I did have a little extra this week, and I'm going to add $35 to that for a total of $50. I'm going to put, or I did put, towards my emergency fund, which we last left off the emergency fund at $3,825. So with that $50, that brings it up to $3,875, which is fantastic. Almost at $4,000. I'm excited. Now, the other transfer that I have is I do have some money hanging out in my bank account because, as I'm sure many of you are aware, I just made a job transition to a lower paying, lower stress job, and I've been worried about that. So I've kind of been hoarding money in my checking account just in case, whatever. It's a natural reflex of me, I guess, to be prepared, other than having, I have my emergency fund and funds tucked away in my different sinking funds, but it's just not the same as having some extra right there, ready to go, for no reason whatsoever. It's just a panic thing in myself. I don't know, whatever. So I think this is the first time I've ever taken a job for less money. Maybe. Either way. I don't know. Maybe not, but it's like a huge step backwards, but only financially. Everything else, huge step forward, which is sometimes what you have to prioritize. And you all know my story. I'm not getting any deeper into it than that, but needless to say, I'm much happier now. So far, so good. It's only Monday of week 2, but whatever. Well, Tuesday. That's not the point. The point is, I've had some extra money kicking around. It was more of a story I was going to share with this, but... Oh, right. Tomorrow, I have scheduled I have a really big car appointment scheduled, and it's going to take care of my annual inspection and some things that, like a routine mileage checkup thing and some other stuff that is recommended. I know I don't need it all, but whatever. She's going in the shop. She's getting her annual inspection. Wow. And instead of pulling from my annual expenses sinking fund, which I will be using it for in years in the future, I've been just sitting on enough cash to cover this whole appointment. They quoted me like $1,500. We'll see how it actually goes tomorrow, but I do have that saved up, which is why I'm not moving more to my annual expenses account right now. I'm going to move a little bit, but just because I know I have this big expense tomorrow, I'm not moving more, but that way I don't have to pull it from annual expenses either just to pay it. I'm just going to pay it outright and keep building my annual expenses fund. But that being said, where did we leave off? $1,200 in my annual expenses sinking fund, and I have a goal of $2,000. It is, as you all know, one of my sinking funds. I have my emergency fund, my car, vet, and medical fund, which is basically just a smaller emergency fund for car, vet, and medical things as they come up. And then my annual expenses sinking fund, which I'm working on to cover my bills that recur annually, so I don't have to cash flow them on the spot in future months, years, months, years. All the same. It's all the same. All right, so I'm going to move. We have 1,200 in there. I'm going to move another 100 in there. Moving that over to my SoFi account because that is a high yield account. It's getting 3.75% APY right now, so that's where I'm saving everything. Not my student loan savings. Those are in my Capital One performance savings or whatever. That has like 3.6% APY, I think. It doesn't matter. Either way. That's over there. Emergency fund, annual expenses, that stuff is over here in SoFi. All high yield, whatever. I just like keep things separate. So that's why they're not all in one bank. But I'll put this screenshot up on the screen for you guys. So it's $100 to my annual expenses, bringing that up to $1,300. Only $700 to go, and that sinking fund will be totally taken care of. And I've mentioned in previous videos, I still have a paycheck coming from my last job that I should totally be able to take care of that remaining $700. I hope. We'll see. They still need their $600 of student loan money that they paid on my behalf back. So we'll see how it goes. And then I do have a paycheck coming from the new job as well on Friday. So that's kind of cool. So it's still going to be a 3 paycheck month, just not at the magnitude they used to be. And that's okay. We're still doing amazing. And again, one weekend, and I would say the mental trade-off is so worth it. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys so much, as always, for your support and kind words and your comments and your monetary support. That means so much to me, helping me get my emergency fund straightened out. I really appreciate that. So, as always, let me know down in the comments what moves you guys have made this week or plan to make for your money future, financial future. So give this video a like if you made a transfer as well or plan on making one, and subscribe if you feel like hanging around and following the rest of this debt journey as I pull myself out. I said at the beginning, I've paid off 6 figures of student loan debt. Well, all debt, but I still have another 6 figures to go, and I'll be sharing all of that here on this channel with you guys. So I will see you in my next video.